We've got sad news for comic book fans who are hoping to play the next-gen versions of the Crystal Dynamics developed Marvel's Avengers game when the PlayStation and Xbox consoles launch in November, because those versions are being delayed until next year.
Not only that, but Crystal Dynamics also announced that the first DLC character, Kate Bishop's Hawkeye, will also be delayed. In a post on the Avengers blog, Crystal Dynamics studio head Scott Amos apologized for the, quote, slight delay to the Kate Bishop DLC, but explained that this is due to ensuring new content is given the time for extensive internal testing. Amos said, quote, "With this in mind, we've decided to push Kate Bishop's operation launch back a bit, out of October," end quote, but no new date was given for this first new character or when the next-gen versions will launch.
Now, Tom, this news is a bummer for a number of reasons, but first let's cover some positive stuff. Marvel's Avengers was the best-selling game of September and is now the 7th best-selling game of 2020, which is absolutely huge because 2020 has been awesome for games, despite being just miserable for pretty much everything else. Almost everything else entirely. So obviously that means millions of players are still playing it and loving the game, right, Tom?
Well, maybe not exactly. Here's the bad news. The player count on Steam has recently been around just 2,000 concurrents, reportedly causing matchmaking issues for dedicated players. Without a consistent stream of new content, it's tough for any games as a service style game to hold an audience, even when that game as a service is based on one of the most successful series in entertainment history.
But fret not, Avengers fans. Earth's mightiest heroes are well-versed in fighting back against the odds when millions of people disappear in a snap. You know, like in the movie. Avengers Infinity War. Thanos did a snap, and we had the glove, and everyone went away. They saved the day a year later in Avengers Endgame. I can't believe I'm explaining this to you. These are two of the highest-grossing movies of all time. They're crazy popular. I know it's been a long time since any of us have been to theaters, but you don't remember any of this, Tom? It's crazy.
No, I remember it. I just wanted to see how long you were going to go on that tangent. Anyway, this delay of the new character means less content for existing players, and the delay of the next generation versions of Marvel's Avengers means there won't be a massive influx of new players coinciding with new console launches. So things could get worse before they get better. On the other hand, the holidays, including Black Friday, means that more new copies of the current next-gen versions will likely be out there, but that won't help existing players from getting bored with the content they've already probably experienced by now.
Yeah. Now, I've been thinking about this, and one solution to save the situation was one that was used in the hit film Avengers Endgame. That's right. I'm talking about time travel. You see, Crystal Dynamics can simply collect all the Infinity Stones, go into the future where the DLC is completed, and the next-gen versions are ready to launch, and bring them back to right now, so we'd have them immediately. However, this could also create a dual parallel universe, which invites a whole mess of other issues, yada, yada, yada. I mean, have you ever had to face an alternate version of yourself in hand-to-hand combat? Like, it's crazy. I bet you haven't. Most people haven't.
I mean, I haven't, but Brian, that movie wasn't a documentary. That was a fantasy movie. Time travel will not work here.
Okay, well, I guess that's why you'll never be an Avenger, Tom, because you have to have hope. Everyone fails at who they're supposed to be, Tom. A measure of a person, of a hero, is how well they succeed at being who they are. That's a quote from the movie Avengers Endgame, based on a real story.
No, I got that. Anyway, I reviewed Marvel's Avenger back in the day and gave it a 6 out of 10, calling it a fun and endearing superhero campaign, but one that's tied to a loot-based post-game that's so repetitive and unrewarding that it gave me little reason to want to keep playing.
So to those of you still playing Marvel's Avengers, I say to you this. Some people move on, but not us.
Right. No, that's another quote from the movie. Good job. That's, anyway, are any of you out there still playing Avengers? Are you bummed about the DLC and the next-gen delays? Let us know in the comments below. And for all things Avengers,
I am Iron Man.
Keep it right here on IGN.
I love you 3000.
Oh, true. Think about it. If you travel to the past, that past becomes your future. And your former present becomes the past, which can't now be changed by your new future.
Exactly.